didn't exist. They're not saying he didn't exist. They're saying he wasn't who he was. He was another prophet.
Prophet, yeah.
And that's possibly true.
Okay, excellent. So here's the first premise. The Christ will be in second or third. First premise will be, is there a God, right? Or is there a creator, for example?
We have to believe.
Okay, so if you believe there is a creator, then the question will be, who is this creator? Can Jesus be God?
No.
Is it possible a human being is God?
No.
Yeah, so that's a reason Islam is not promoting the idea, or Islam is not subscribing to the idea that Jesus is God, because it doesn't make sense that a God who is all powerful, all knowledgeable, and all merciful and all strong came to the universe as a weak man, came to the universe and died for something else and died in the cross. And a God who created everything, he was killed by his own creation. It doesn't make sense. So what Islam is saying, no, we don't believe in crucifixion or resurrection. We don't believe those things. What we believe God sent his messenger and prophet, who was Jesus. And Jesus came to the earth and preached the gospel. What is the gospel? Gospel is which came to Jesus. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of books lost.
Yeah.
It's the books that they only wanted you to read.
Excellent. Yeah. I do agree. If you look at
a lot more books. If you look at the Bible, and nearly all of them, they discriminate against women. There has to have been women there.
Savior, why do people die for nothing?
So there had to have been women about. Even if Magdalene Mary Delane was a prostitute, possibly, but we don't know that. But there had to have been a lot more women. But when you look at the Bible and that, women are wrote out of it.
Yeah. So if you even look at the history of canon, we know there is a 49 Gospels, which was attributed to Jesus Christ, right? So then we have the 4 Gospels. Out of 49, the 45 was cancelled. 45 was rejected and thrown away, and we just have 4: Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. Now, outside of the Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John, we have the writings from the Christians who didn't believe in resurrection, who didn't believe in crucifixion.
Right, this is where I come into it now, getting more provocative. Is that why does the Vatican have a library that no one's allowed to read?
Yeah, that's the question we ask from our.
Why has the Catholic Church decided that no one can read these books?
Yeah.
Because we're not worthy of reading these books. We're not, and it's like, well, surely we are, because if they come from the words of God or Allah or Jacob, which is what the Jews say, if that is his word, then we should be allowed to read it.
Can I put one of you? Okay, no problem. No problem. So what we are saying in this regard, we believe this the God sent book to Jesus, then this book was lost, and that's the reason God sent another book, which is Quran, to the last prophet.
Could it have been the Romans though?
Sorry?
Could it have been the Romans? The Romans said, let's make it what we want to call it. Take that out, take that out, take that out, take that out. Get rid of that. It's a bit like doing a film. About 2,000 years ago, someone was writing a book or doing a film. Yeah, delete that chapter, delete that chapter.
I agree with you.
We don't want to know about that chapter. We shouldn't know about that chapter.
As Muslim, we completely agree with you that we don't believe the Gospels we do have today or Bible we do have today, it was actual Bible. We don't believe that.
It was edited.
Yeah, it was edited. We believe it was edited. It was corrupted. It was added. It was something.
I wouldn't say corrupt, but it was edited.
Yeah. So if something is edited, then it is not the original one. So if it is not the original one, it is the corrupted one. That's our premise. So what we are saying, this is a rational point of view that if a book came from God, then people change it, then God will send another book. And we are saying the Quran is confirming the previous books, and at the same time, Quran is saying they changed the books. People in that time.
God's not going to send another book because God's telling everyone the book's here.
Books what?
The book's already here.
Which book?
Well, exactly.
Which book?
It's the same book. It's just gone down different. Right. The Irish have stews. Asians have curries. Americans have chilies. They're more or less the same thing. It's a pot where you put all your fruit and vegetables and whatever you've got.
But Bible.
The Asians add hot peppers, Irish add potatoes, and it's like, and that's the only way you can word it around. It's like no one's lying. No one can say this is a curry. Who can tell? Who can? There's an argument. I mean, you look in this country. There is Pakistanis and Indians that would come over here and be disgusted at what people are calling curries here, because again, that's not a curry.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about grandmothers going, that's not a curry. That's not a curry. That's not naan bread. That's not. But you'd also have Jews going, that's not flatbread. That's not there. And you'd also have an English person or an Irish person go, that's not a stew.
But historically saying, as you and me, both of us, we know this Bible has been edited, Bible has been changed, Bible has been taken out something and then edited something.
I wouldn't say edited or changed, but things have been left out.
Yeah, then it cannot be the word of God.
Things have been left out.
Yeah, people edited something, then it cannot be the word of God. That's our premise. And what we are saying is that when the God sees the people has changing their books and people edited their books, people throwing out something from their books, God sent the final revelation, and we believe this is the Quran.
Unfortunately.
And that's what we are inviting people to look at the Quran, look at look at what it claims, and yeah.
You know, I do. I have one.
You have? All right. So you can take some of the literature.
I have it all.
All right.
I have it all.
All right, no problem. No, take care of yourself. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, short discussion. So he was agreeing this Bible has been changed, Bible has been edited by the people, and people take something out from the Bible. At the same time, he believes it is the word of God. So that's the reason we had a little chat about it. May Allah guide him. May Allah accept him. Jazakallah.